Is there truly such a thing as coincidence? Have you ever wondered why certain people enter your life at just the right moment? Or why some events, no matter how painful or beautiful, seem to shape your path in unexpected ways? What if nothing truly happens by chance? What if every tear, every smile, every silence, and every storm arrives not to punish or reward you, but to wake you up to something deeper within yourself? This is the story of Jiro, a man haunted by regrets and burdened by the randomness of life, who stumbles upon a truth so ancient and powerful, it transforms his heart forever. Stay with me through this journey. By the end, you might just see your own life with new eyes. The Broken Path. Long ago, in a sleepy mountain village nestled between cedar forests and winding rivers, lived a man named Jiro. Once a stonemason of great renown, Jiro had built temples, bridges, and statues that whispered stories of devotion. But now, in his later years, his spirit felt weathered, like the very stones he once shaped. His wife had passed during a harsh winter. His only son had left for a distant city and never returned, and his once strong hands trembled with the chill of time. Every morning, Jiro walked the forest paths alone, head bowed, muttering under his breath, "Why me? Why this life? What did I do to deserve this emptiness?" The villagers called him the Silent One, not out of reverence but sorrow. They believed grief had turned him mute, unfeeling. But inside, Jiro's heart burned with questions. The Stranger, by the river. One autumn morning, while wandering near the riverbank, Jiro noticed an old man seated on a smooth rock, gazing at the flowing water as though reading a sacred text. The old man looked up, his eyes bright and kind. "Beautiful, isn't it?" he said. "The river never questions the stone it meets. It simply flows." Jiro nodded politely, ready to leave, but something about the stranger's presence rooted him in place. "I am Master Tenzin," the man offered with a bow. "I travel from village to village, sharing what I've learned from the silence between thoughts." Jiro, compelled by a strange pull in his chest, whispered, "Do you believe in fate?" Master Tenzin smiled gently. "I believe in purpose hidden in what we call chance." A bowl of tea and an unexpected teaching, Jiro invited the master to his home, a humble hut shadowed by pine trees. He brewed tea, an old habit that never lost its grace. As steam curled from the cups, Master Tenzin spoke. "Let me tell you a story from the time of the Buddha." He began. Once a disciple asked the Buddha, "Why do we meet certain people only to lose them again?" The Buddha replied, "When the flower blooms, the bee comes uninvited. When the flower withers, the bee leaves without a word. Some encounters are lessons, others tests, but none are mistakes." Jiro stared into his tea, silent tears falling into the cup. The pearl beneath the pain. Over the next few days, Jiro and Tenzin walked the forest paths together. Jiro spoke of his wife, his son, his lost craft, and Tenzin listened, not to reply, but to understand. Then one day, Master Tenzin stopped beside an old tree scarred by lightning. "Do you see this tree, Jiro? Nature struck it, yet it still stands. The wound didn't ruin it. It reshaped it. Now birds nest inside the hollow." He turned to Jiro. "You ask why you suffer. I ask, what has your pain revealed?" The fire that purifies. That night, Jiro dreamt of a giant stone cracking under pressure, only to reveal a glowing crystal within. He awoke with trembling hands and clarity in his heart. He walked to the old village shrine, abandoned and broken. Slowly he began to clean it. Not for the gods, not for the villagers, but for himself. Each day he rebuilt it, one stone, one breath, one prayer at a time. Children came to watch. Elders brought food. Some helped place stones in silence. And one morning a traveler arrived, his son, now a man with tired eyes and restless spirit. They didn't speak at first, but later, by the fire, his son asked, "How did you find peace, father?" Jiro answered, "I stopped cursing the path and started walking it." Nothing happens by chance. On Master Tenzin's final day in the village, Jiro handed him a carved stone etched with a lotus. "Why a lotus?" the master asked. "Because it blooms in mud," Jiro smiled. Tenzin placed the stone in his satchel and said, "Remember, Jiro, not all storms come to destroy. Some come to clear your path, and in this life, nothing happens by chance. Every joy, every sorrow, they are threads in the tapestry of your awakening. The stillness within. Years later, villagers tell the tale of Jiro the builder, not of temples but of peace. They speak of how he taught them that pain is not punishment, it is passage, and that behind every coincidence hides a quiet teacher. They say if you walk the forest paths alone, you might still hear his voice in the breeze. Be still. Everything is unfolding just as it must. What has life been trying to teach you? So now, dear soul, what if you are exactly where you are meant to be? What if every person who left, every door that closed, and every detour you cursed, was part of a deeper design? What if nothing, not even your sorrow, happened by chance? The story isn't over, but the awakening has already begun.